Fairfield County Fair. First held in Lancaster, Ohio in October of 1850, through the years, it's remained the place for young and old to celebrate community, agriculture, family, and fun. Check out the art, the history, the animals, the games, the shows, the rides, the food, the tradition. Discover why people come from all over the Midwest to experience the Fairfield County Fair year after year. Keep up with what's going on year-round at the fair with Tim Voris.
Good afternoon and welcome to At the Fair, an educational program that we're bringing you insights into the events happening at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds and at the Fairfield County Fair. It is a pleasure to announce that I have a special guest here with us today, and it's always a pleasure to visit with Mr. Tom Walters. Tom is our director of the Fairfield County Agricultural Society. So Tom, welcome to our show.
Okay, welcome.
Good to see you. Couple things. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Tom, that our viewers may not know.
Yeah, Tim, I'm a high state graduate clear back in 1971. And at that point, after I graduated, I was a VOAG teacher for several years. I started at Liberty Union in Baltimore, Ohio. Then from there, I transferred down to Lancaster, which is my home school. That's where I graduated from high school.
Okay.
And stuff. I taught for probably 13 years altogether.
Okay.
And then I went into farming and done farming. I just happened to retire from farming just this year here in 2016.
Now,
I turned the farm operation over to my nephew,
Okay.
Jason Claypool, and the farm is located out by Amanda.
Okay.
And it's a home place that we've been there for since the early 1900s.
Okay. Now, any specifics that you farm? A little bit of everything?
But basically, it was just corn and soybeans.
Okay.
Back when I was in high school, we had a dairy operation.
Okay.
But we decided not to increase the dairy operation and just went straight to corn and soybeans.
Okay. All right. So you really come from a background of agriculture and understand a little bit about the whole process. And so that's kind of helped you as a teacher in the agricultural area. Any examples you want to share with us of some students that you had that, kind of stands out a little bit you like to share?
Well, I've got several students that have continued into farming. I got some large operations going on, like up in the Baltimore area, the Landis Farms. I've got the Miller Farms over by Pleasantville.
Okay.
Those are all students that I had in VOAG at Liberty Union. Okay. Now down here in Lancaster, I've got the Claypool operation. They're quite large.
Okay. Farming in Fairfield County.
Yes.
Big impact on our community.
Yeah, there's a high percentage of sales going on from the state of Ohio. This comes from Fairfield County.
Okay. And as a director, how do you help our kids today, our FFA kids, our other kids, as a director on the Agricultural Society and looking at that? Tell us a little bit about your role there as a director. And you're president and have been for the last 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on the board for about 12 years altogether now.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was involved with being a superintendent for the goats, and that included the dairy and the meat and the pygmy shows and stuff, plus being a 4-H advisor. So I've been involved in agriculture all my life and stuff. So when I came on the board, they took quite a few directors that talked me into come on the board because it's a lot of responsibility. So when I came on the board, I decided not to be a superintendent for the goats anymore and turn that over to some other people to do that. The board is comprised of different representatives from all the different townships here in the county. There's like 13 different townships, and then we have a representative at large for the city, and then we have a couple representatives at large for the county itself.
And they run a 2-year term, is that correct?
No, that's a 3-year term.
A 3-year term.
It is a 3-year term for the directors. So every 3 years you're back up for re-election.
Okay.
And everything. And then when we do elections, we have like half of it's half. I think it's a third. A third of the directors are up for re-election.
Okay. Now, the directors, the board, the Agricultural Society, some people may think we come up with the rules for how things go at the fair with showing and the process and everything, but really those are developed through the Ohio Department of Agriculture.
Yes, we have a book that we follow. We call it the Red Book that is put out by the ODA. And we have to follow those regulations and rules that they have developed. So those are the things that we have to do. Now, it is set up there where we can go from there and put some other guidelines into it, as long as it's not out of sync with the state.
And Dr. Forsey through the state actually kind of gives us some guidelines to follow and is a reference point for us. If we have any questions or anything, we can contact him.
Yes. The State Department are very open on making contacts with them. They got several different people there, and we can talk to them any time.
Okay. And some of our viewers may not know, but one of the things that the Fairfield County is, we have a fair manager. Mr. Benson is going to be retiring, and I'm going to kind of be stepping into that role. And a lot of the different things throughout the state is provided by the Ohio Fair Managers.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
There is a convention that is held in January, and that is held in Columbus, and we have all the different fairs are part of that, along with their directors and the fair managers and their secretaries and all that are at that convention. And at that point, we have different breakout sessions, working at different ideas that could be used for new things at our different fairs. And the fairs do share their ideas of what they do, because every fair is different. They're not all the same, and some of them are a lot larger than others. We have some fairs that like camping areas. We only have, like, I think 100 something like that spots. There's some fairs that have over 300 spots just for campers. Mm-hmm. And that is to help out with the exhibitors and the people that are going to be there as concessionaires.
Right, and each of the fairs in Ohio meet to kind of go over that, and we have a region that we follow too, that we're under a region in our county. Yes. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. There's, I believe, 5 different districts, if I remember right, altogether, and they break out the different sections. So like our county is part of the group that goes clear down to Cincinnati.
Okay.
So it's a large area.
And they kind of help and guide direct. Is that kind of what they do?
Yes.
Just to help you as a...
all work together.
Okay. All right. Any special stories you want to share? You know, we've had some heartbreak at the fairgrounds with our grandstand, and I know we've had a lot of people that have called and asked and stopped in. You want to share a little bit about the grandstands? You have any stories you want to share with us?
Well, I've seen a lot of different things on Facebook. I have Facebook as part of my operation that I do follow, and we've got a lot of people that have made comments on the Facebook as to how they're going to miss that. There is a lot of families every year that would take and go by the old grandstand and have their family picnics. Now, years ago, you was able to take and go up into the grandstands, but as years went on, we had some deterioration of the grandstand, so we had to take and block it off so people couldn't get up in it. But I know families that have probably done at least 30 years straight in a row of going over there by that grandstand and do a family picnic, get together, and like a family reunion. Yeah. And that's one of the things that's going to be missed this year. Yeah. Now we do have the all this building removed and everything. It is all gravelled. We are going to have some places there where you can sit down and everything. So when families do come by, you can see that.
Okay. And I think our shuttle bus is picking people up at the River Valley Mall over at Best Buy, and you can take the shuttle over to the fairgrounds, and you will actually be dropped off over by where the old grandstands was. And we've got a couple pictures we're going to put up and make a little memorial this, just for people to stop by and share and reminisce about their story and what they remember about the grandstands. And I wanted to say a thank you to Joel Spires and our maintenance crew. They did a remarkable job. We had several people come in and help clean up the area. Yeah,
that's one of the things I want to mention. We've had tremendous amount of help from the community, and I want to thank the community people that have come in and taken their time out of their regular schedule to get things ready for the fair. Because it looks like the tragedy we had with the grandstand. People jumped in right away and took care of it and stopped doing from what they was doing. And that happens every year with people as we get ready for the fair.
It's a special time, and people are willing to do what they need to do to make sure it's a nice fair.
Yes.
It's a family fair, and we've got an awfully nice a lot of great food, a lot of things in the art hall, the agricultural area. We have a new facility there that we're going to display a lot of amazing things. We're going to bring that up on another show for you, but it's going to be an amazing time this year at our fair.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. One of our biggest display areas is in the art hall. We have so many entries in that area with farm products, including gourds, pumpkins, and all that. And one of the things I want to mention, every year the president has a special thing that they have that people either try to make, maybe a special pie or a special cookie or a special cake. This year I decided I wanted to take and have a special thing for zucchini.
Okay.
So people are going to have things at
Now,
the
is
fair
this
this
your
year
zucchini?
for zucchini. No, it's
Okay.
not my zucchini. It's going. People are going to buy the zucchini or
Okay.
brother zucchini, and they're going to be making zucchini bread.
Okay.
And there'll be one day that during the fair that I will be looking at all those different exhibits and tasting each different sample of zucchini
Well,
bread
that was
and
my
decide
next-
who's going to be the best one.
That was my next question. Are you over there kind of testing it out and seeing who's
Yeah.
got the best
That's
cherry
what I will
pie
be
and
doing.
things like that?
Last year I did pecan pie.
Okay.
I had like 17 entries. I'm anxious to see how many entries I will have here for 2016.
Pecan pie,
And last year was for 15 was pecan pie.
Pecan
this
pie.
year I'm doing zucchini bread.
zucchini bread. Do we know what next year is going to be?
I have no idea.
We don't have any
They'll
idea
be
yet.
decided during the winter time.
Well, you may find your good fair assistant director over at the art hall with Mr. Walters checking out the zucchini. But anything else you want to share with us today?
Well, one of the other things I want to mention is that the fairgrounds has put in a dining hall at the Ed Sands building, which has a full kitchen, and it's a dining area or assembly area. And if anybody in the community has something special that they need to take and do, like if they need a large area for a wedding or any type of organization that they need to have a big get-together, feel free to stop in at the fairgrounds and meet with the manager and to see if they might be able to work something out so you can use one of the buildings that we have. Because our buildings are able to be rented by the different community people, and we have that happening all the time. Every weekend, there is something going on at our fairgrounds.
Right, and one of the things that Mr. Benson has started with, I think when he first started, there were 4 or 5 events a year, and we're over 200 now events at the Fairfield County Fairgrounds. And really, I kind of look at it as an event center because there's so many things going on and wonderful things over there. We had a Kokosing construction company family picnic this summer, and some really wonderful things that came into our fairgrounds. Tom, it's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped in to visit us at the fair. And I appreciate your time.
Yes.
Good to see you,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you. Well, that'll wrap up this show for At the Fair with our director and president of the Fairfield County Agricultural Society, Mr. Tom Walters. It's good to see you, and I appreciate you. I appreciate Fairfield Christian Academy, these young men and women that help make this program go, Nom and Signs, and all the friends at the Fairfield County Fair. And we'll see you next time at the Fairfield County Fair.